Communication, Rhetoric, and Digital Media program have been studying in a discipline at the intellectual, political, and economic forefront of our global information society. We have taught them how to think about the theoretical and practical dimensions of communication, how they are now capable of analyzing the ways in which people communicate in a wide variety of contexts. We have taught them to create communication-based, collaborative solutions to the complex challenges facing today's society. As leaders in experiential education at North Carolina State, our faculty have provided these students with relevant opportunities to put their learning into practice and to develop intellectual, personal, and career-ready skills. Our departmental mission is rooted in the firm belief that cultural, social, and personal experience improves through a more effective understanding and practice of communication. Today is special to each of us present, and many deserve recognition. I would first like to recognize Dr. Deanna Daniels, the Associate Dean in the College of Humanities and Social Sciences, who is here representing our college. Dr. Daniels, please stand and be recognized. I should mention also that Dr. Daniels is a faculty member in the Department of Communication. Second, I want to thank everyone who assisted our graduates in their journeys and who are part of the next steps they will take. Thank you, family and friends. Your support made it possible for these graduates to face their challenges and opportunities with confidence. Will all of the family and friends stand and let us recognize you? Thank you, departmental staff. You've done so much to make our department run smoothly, and of course, as always, they put together an excellent graduation commencement ceremony. Our staff, please stand and be recognized. Thank you, members of the faculty of the Department of Communication. The faculty in our department are excellent teachers, mentors, and cutting-edge researchers. Many of them produce solution-driven scholarship that addresses some of our most perplexing social, political, and technological challenges. Their participation in our communities through various outreach programs, prestigious administrative appointments, and research grants make a difference to our state and nation. I invite them to stand and be recognized. In our department, he studied in the public relations concentration. While I did not know Andrew personally, I've heard many uplifting tributes to him since his passing. I was especially struck by the words of one mourner who said, Andrew, or Boogie as he was known to his friends and family, was the most happy and humble person I've ever met. Another person said of Andrew, Boogie, it's too soon to see you go, my friend. You have touched so many people in your life and have had such a major impact in their lives. We miss you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dr. Andy Binder, and as Director of Graduate Programs in the Department of Communication, I am pleased to join you today on this momentous occasion. Our department is a dynamic place for graduate study, where we currently have around 40 students pursuing a Master of Science in Communication. The MS program welcomed its first cohort of students in 2003 and has been a robust and competitive program ever since. These graduate students learn to address complex communication problems from a theory-based and methods-driven perspective. They generate solutions to those problems with a keen understanding of ethical communication practices and consequences. Our MS students complete a minimum of 12 intensive courses and either 8 hours of comprehensive examinations or write an original research thesis, either of which is a challenge. Some of our graduates have been placed in top-tier PhD programs, including our own Communication, Rhetoric, and Digital Media doctorate, as well as programs at Cornell University, Purdue University, the University of Colorado Boulder, Michigan State University, and the University of Texas. Other graduates are employed in a variety of communication specialties as part of well-respected and varied organizations, such as Lowe's Home Improvement, SAS, Red Hat, the Environmental Protection Agency, Wake Technical Community College, Campbell University, the U.S. Army, and WRAL News, among others. Today, I have the pleasure of recognizing 12 students who have completed the Master of Science in Communication. While we acknowledge these students individually, or we will acknowledge these students individually as each of them walks across the stage to receive their diploma in a few minutes, in my brief comments, I also wanted to take a moment to congratulate them collectively. This is a group of students who endured the rigors of graduate study and persevered together, relying on each other as much as their professors and advisors for insight into their academic efforts. Graduates, I wish you all the best on the next steps of your professional lives, and I hope you look back on your years at NC State University fondly and often. Please join me in congratulating this tremendous group of students.
Good afternoon. My name is Dr. Adriana de Souza Silva, and I'm the director of the Interdisciplinary PhD program in Communication, Rhetoric, and Digital Media, CRDM. The CRDM program is a jointly held program between the Departments of Communication and the Department of English. As one of the few interdisciplinary PhD programs, the CRDM program prepares doctoral students to analyze the social, cultural, and political dimensions of information technologies, new communication media, and digital texts, and to actively engage students in the study of digital media through inquiry, criticism, production, and practice. The CRDM program was established in 2005, and it's now completing 11 years of existence. The CRDM program graduates have gained positions in departments of English and communication at a wide variety of institutions, nation and worldwide, including places such as Elon University, Shaw University, Rutgers, University of Michigan, University of Kentucky, City University of Hong Kong, and DePaul University. The degree of Doctor of Philosophy was bestowed upon our graduates at the university graduation this morning. During our ceremony here, though, we complete this process with the hooding ceremony, where the graduate's advisor places the doctoral hood over the head of the graduate, signifying his or her success in completing the graduate program. At this point, I would like to call to the stage Dr. Melissa Johnson, who will hood the newly bestowed Dr. Hector Randon Gomez. I'd also like to invite the other members of Dr. Randon's committee to line up at the base of the stairs and congratulate him as he walks on stage. Dr. Randon's dissertation was titled New Media Narratives, Local, International, and Digital Frames of Mexican Elections. Please join me in recognizing Dr. Randon. And now, as a dissertation advisor, I will hold Dr. Fernanda Duarte. I would also like to invite the other members of Dr. Duarte's committee to line up at the base of the stairs and congratulate her as she walks on stage. Dr. Duarte's dissertation was titled Open Analog Input, Hybrid Spaces, Self-Making and Power in the Internet of Things. Please join me in congratulating Dr. Duarte. I would now like to invite one of our master's graduate students, Carly Fleming, on the stage. She will be awarding the Communication Graduate Student Association Award for Outstanding Graduate Faculty.
I'm here to share a few words about the individual receiving the 2016 award for Outstanding Graduate Faculty Member, Dr. David Berube. I've had the pleasure of taking 2 classes with Dr. Berube, and I'd like to share briefly some of the many reasons why he deserves this prestigious honor. Dr. Berube teaches graduate seminars in risk, fear, disaster, and climate change science communication. He's received more than $10 million in grants over a decade and a half to study risk in nanoscience. He authored NanoHype, The Truth Behind the Nanotechnology Buzz, which has recently been translated into Japanese. And he's the social science director of the Research Triangle Nanotechnology Network. But most importantly, Dr. Berube is a great teacher and a true mentor. He miraculously fits 200 PowerPoint slides into a single class, argues happily with me about the risks associated with bisphenol A and plastic water bottles, and much to his grad students' dismay, he even manages to lecture for nearly 3 hours the same afternoon he returns from a conference in Hawaii. Yue Li, a student in our program, describes working for him as a whimsical experience where hard work was rewarded with cookies or perhaps even a clown nose, the usual tokens of gratitude. Dr. Berube has supported each of us in our professional and academic endeavors, and I leave this program a stronger communication practitioner thanks in large part to his courses. One word was repeated again and again by my fellow students in discussing his nomination: relevance. His work is relevant, the tools and lessons he had shared with us are relevant, and on the last day of class, he challenged us, simply and fittingly, to be relevant. Our cohort is so fond of Dr. Berube that we pooled what's left of our savings in hopes of joining him on the Mediterranean cruise he has planned for this summer. Sadly, we could only afford this plaque. Thank you, Dr. Berube.
Good afternoon. My name is Dr. Liz Craig. I am the Associate Head and the Director of Undergraduate Programs in the department. One of our former professors, Dr. Robert Entman, was a highly distinguished scholar, teacher, and head of this department whose work was so highly regarded internationally that the George Washington University in Washington, D.C. named him Shapiro Professor of Political Communication several years ago. In honor of Dr. Entman, the department created an award for research excellence to be presented to a faculty member whose published research best embodies Dr. Entman's high standards. The recipient of this year's Entman Award is a highly regarded assistant professor whose research addresses the complex role that games play in everyday lives of those that engage them. He investigates how gamers communicate with each other in the virtual and physical worlds they inhabit, and how their identities, relationships, and understandings of their world are shaped by and through their participation participation in gaming communities, whether that be in the leisure world, educational, or professional contexts. He has worked on a laboratory for analytic sciences funded study, and last year he began serving as a member on the Research Management Committee for a 5-year research project funded by the Social Sciences and Humanities Research Council of Canada. It is my great pleasure to award this year's Entman Award for Research Excellence to Dr. Nick Taylor. Today's ceremony celebrates the achievements of all of our communication majors. We are proud to have among our undergraduate students who are members of the most elite honor societies, Pi Beta Kappa and Pi Kappa Pi. These students can be recognized as they cross the stage by the medallions that they are wearing. Several of our students are members of other NC State honors programs, including the Park Scholars, the Caldwell Fellows Scholars, University Scholars Program, and the University Honors Program. These special programs provide unique and challenging educational experiences to outstanding academically talented students. Many other students are also graduating with academic honors today. As students cross the stage to receive their diplomas, recognition of special academic honors is designated by 3 colored sashes. Students wearing a white sash are graduating cum laude, having achieved GPA of 3.25 to 3.49. Students wearing a silver sash are graduating magna cum laude, having achieved GPA from 3.5 to 3.74. Students wearing a gold sash are graduating summa cum laude, having achieved GPAs of 3.75 and above. Each semester, the faculty selects one communication major to be named the outstanding graduate. This year's very competitive pool of applicants secured internships in a number of for-profit and nonprofit organizations. They have worked in television production, as well as social media and marketing campaigns with WRAL, WKNC Radio, BASF, and the Boys and Girls Club. We are proud of you and all of your accomplishments. But we can only choose one of you to receive this prestigious award. We celebrate one student in particular who has truly taken advantage of her time here at NC State. She is a double major in Spanish and communication with a minor in Middle East Studies. She completed a study abroad at Cadiz Arabic Institute in Amman, Jordan in 2013, and she represents the best of our department and our university. She has worked at The Technician as an assistant features editor and staff writer, writing articles for the paper, conducting interviews, pitching story ideas, and covering events. Additionally, she was a public affairs producer at WKNC and a news intern at WNCN. She currently works as a communications and marketing intern for enrollment management and services here at NC State. This student's achievement has already been recognized through our university, as she is in the University Scholars Program, a member of Sigma Delta Pi, Lambda Pi Eta, as well as Pi Beta Kappa and Pi Kappa Pi Honor Society. She co-founded the NCSU chapter of For the World, collaborating with communities across the globe by empowering them to identify and solve their most pressing health and educational needs. This student wrote the chapter's constitution, received the President's Volunteer Service for completing more than 100 hours of community service, organized a hunger banquet that raised more than $200 for a women's shelter in Belize, and works tirelessly on promoting this organization and its goals. Please join me in congratulating the Department of Communications' outstanding graduate for spring 2016, Sarah Awad. gives us all something to aspire to, even though most of us are twice your age. The Department of Communication has many students with excellent academic records. Our department is pleased to have a strong chapter of Lambda Pi Eta, which is our National Communication Honor Society. The goal of Lambda Pi Eta is to encourage exceptional students to participate in intellectual enrichment activities and service projects here at NC State and in our community. Members of Lambda Pi Eta must have a minimum GPA of 3.25 for all communication courses, and today are wearing special pins to signify their accomplishments. Red and white braided cords indicate highly active members who earn service points by planning or participating in departmental events, charity events, or other local or campus service projects. Yellow cords indicate students that completed or presented original research, including an independent study or a conference presentation here at NC State or at a regional or national conference. I would now like to introduce the Vice President of the Beta Chapter of Lambda Pi Eta, Ms. Sydney Wingate, to present the Graduating Seniors Award for the Outstanding Teacher.
Good afternoon. Again, I am Sydney Wingate. I am Vice President of the Beta Chapter at Lambda Pi Eta. Lambda Pi Eta, also known as LPH, has over 400 active chapters at four-year colleges and universities worldwide. LPH was founded in 1985 at the University of Arkansas and became part of the National Communication Association in 1988 and the association's official honor society in July of 1995. The Department of Communication at NC State has had an active LPH chapter for over 25 years. Every semester, the NC State chapter facilitates the nomination of a faculty member in the Department of Communication whose undergraduate teaching best embodies the university's standards. Selected by the graduating class, this semester's winner is a faculty member who is known for his spunk, bold personality, and joy. As the advisor for Lambda Pi Eta, this individual means a great deal to students and works tirelessly to make sure that this organization and the members in it are doing the best they can to succeed here while at NC State. It is an honor for the Lambda Pi Eta Beta Chapter to present this year's Graduating Seniors Outstanding Undergraduate Teaching Award to Dr. Ryan Hurley. Unfortunately, Dr. Hurley couldn't be here today. He actually welcomed his second child into the world on yesterday. So we have Dr. Craig here to receive his award, but he sends his thanks and congratulations.
I know many of you had Dr. Kosenko and Dr. Hurley in class, so they did welcome Sutton Dale Hurley to the world yesterday afternoon. Our graduation speaker is receiving her degree in communication with a minor in business administration. She is a member of Lambda Pi Eta, Public Relations Student Society of America, NC State Athletics Marketing Program, PAC Promise Program, and Crafts for a Cause. She spends her time volunteering at the Raleigh Rescue Mission and Interact of Wake County Domestic Abuse Center. She has secured internships in marketing and public relations at Intrepid Marketing and Bolt PR Agency. In 2015, she was a fashion and entertainment PR intern with a prestigious lifestyle and entertainment agency in Los Angeles called Show & Co. On a personal note, this student greets most of our front office faculty, students, and staff as she is a student worker in the department. She always has a smile, a kind word to give, and a contagious laugh. It is my pleasure to invite to the stage our graduation student speaker, Ms. Makita Bell.
Good afternoon, parents, faculty, staff, and students. My name is Makita Bell, and I'm a communication major with a concentration in public relations. It is with great honor that I stand before you this afternoon to represent the Department of Communication and to celebrate the achievements of today's graduates. I'm here today for a very important reason, and that is to share with you the truth about my wonderful experience as a student in this department. Part of the truth is that I was unsure about attending North Carolina State University. You see, I'm from Raleigh, North Carolina. I went to a high school right up the street. I knew that North Carolina State University was a prominent university filled with limitless possibilities, but I was not sure if it was the right university for me. I mean, did I want to go to a school that was in the same city that I grew up in? Did I want to go to a school where my big brothers could check up on me? I did want to attend a prestigious university that would fulfill my intellectual curiosity for communication. I did want to attend a university where I would gain competency in education and experience. And I did want to attend a university where I would have access to a department that had a close-knit culture. Therefore, another part of the truth is that I had to attend North Carolina State University. The Department of Communication is one of the more popular departments at NC State for a reason. It gives students the opportunity to explore what is it that we want to do with our lives, from internships in California to co-ops in Cuba, from public relations campaign projects in classes to media relations. This department has provided us with an endless amount of opportunities to discover the versatility of our degree. We have learned how communication is one of the most valuable and essential skills needed in the workplace. Every company, every organization, every social system needs communication. They need individuals who are skilled in conveying messages. While we work toward a degree that is very unique and special, this department simultaneously had us building relationships that were special and unique as well. Aside from education, the department faculty and staff encouraged and promoted an environment that allowed a diverse range of students to come together and share different cultures, opinions, and ideas. So another part of the truth is revealed in what we have learned about each other and in the fact that our experiences together are irreplaceable. Today, we are living in a complex society that is evolving in every area possible. Look at politics, culture, technology. Because of these changes, people they need to be heard. Hey, we want to be heard. I'm only 5 feet, so I know the struggle of being heard all the time. But when it's actually time to speak, what is it that we will say? What will you say? What impact will what you say have on society? I don't know what the exact words will be, but your education in this department and at NC State should prepare you to say things that are profound and even groundbreaking. Your words will be innovative. Your words will evoke not only emotion, but change. Well, how is that going to happen? Do we have it all figured out already? Do we have the answers to our boss's questions and demands? No, not at all. But from what we have learned from the faculty and the Department of Communication, we are more than capable of not only finding those answers, but delivering that message in the most efficient and effective ways possible. We are more than capable of using communication to solve problems cooperatively, to bring people together rather than to drive us apart. You see, the truth is, we are needed and we are ready. Our answers will not always be correct, so we must embrace every situation as it comes our way. The highs and the lows, the successes and the failures, they make us stronger. We did not have a 4.0 every semester, and we were not involved in 10 different clubs. I'm pretty sure my counselors even added a Kleenex bill to my EPAC for all the crying that I did. We were imperfect, but we embraced those imperfections, and we must continue to do so as we carry on. Failure, it's not fun, but it is important. One of my favorite quotes is, "Failure is an essential part of life and learning. If your uniform isn't dirty, you haven't been in the game." Well, students, before we walked into the room today, our uniforms were filthy. They were muddy and worn from being out on the field. They had holes in them that came from the failures and the successes we have had since the first day we stepped on this campus. But today, we have entered this room in our new uniforms, our clean and crisp red cap and gowns and shining tassels. And might I say, we look spotless. And we will walk out of here today to take on a new journey in these uniforms, ready to find our truth. Now, these uniforms, too, will accumulate a good amount of dirt on them, and blemishes as well. But we are not scared of the challenge. We came here, ready to play. We are ready now more than ever, because we know what it is like to go through failures and still prevail. We are ready because we have the wolf pack that unites us to help each other. And we are ready to dominate and win because we are no longer just players in the game. The truth is, we are the game changers. Class of 2016, it is our game now. So find your truth and play it well. Thank you.
Y'all ready for this? I can't hear the parents. I can't hear the families. Y'all ready for this? You should be ready. I'm ready, and I'm in full voice today. Oh, yeah. You should be ready. You should be willing. This is a moment that you've long waited for, and frankly, looking at a lot of you, a moment that you've been paying for a long time. So let's have our graduates. First of all, those receiving a Master of Science degree, come on down. Let me put on my glasses so I don't screw this up too much. U.A. Lee. Grant Allen Harned. Ashley Megan Campbell. Brendan Roger Osgood. Kayla Mary Sheehan. Carly Renee Fleming. Keisha Ondina King. Megan Alyssa Fletcher. Michelle Ashley Hunziker. Carly Ray Tanner. Marissa Dawn Linton. Here we go. Maria Portapolova. And now, those receiving their Bachelor of Arts degree. You just met her, Makita Zanani Bell. Christine Alexandra Allred. Rashad Alston. Clarence Garner. Fatima Zora Hadaji. Hey. Margaret Council Leak. Tori D. McKinney. William Joseph Mespelt. Paxton Reed Oberg. Congratulations. Ethan L. Prophet. Rebecca K. Sievers. Way to go. Gilbert Lee Velez. Benjamin Stephen Vimont. Pauline Ashley Weissman. Nicholas Arthur Zajac. Rosaline Zatawi. I apologize. Mariah Camille Barrow. Maggie Elizabeth Beasley. Meredith Elena Costas. Way to go. Raven Janelle Diaz. Jenna Ellis. Andrew James Hibbard. Are we still having fun? Kelsey Leanna Hobbs. Courtney Regina Ross. Katie Elizabeth Smallwood. Kaylin Vitulo. Karis Mariah Yarborough. Juan Carlos Andrade. Sarah Awad. Look, no hands. It would be like the Student of the Year to forget her card, wouldn't it? Daryl Renee Begg. Morgan Bennett. Natalie Bradbury. Michael Cleveland Brangle. Ziyu Chen. I'm ready. Chase Cuddington. Travis Michael Dalton. Logan C. DeBerry. Megan Nicole Ellisor. Emily Ashton Farrington. Chelsea Fogarty. David Lee Grigg, not the first, not the second, but the third. Christopher Seth Harrington. Fan Club, Dana Lee Harrison. Tylen Marlicia Holmes. Alan Edward Kishpaw. Christopher Michael Lehman. Julia Kayla Manchester. Nicholas Aaron Montelli. Caitlin Marie Montgomery. Jasmine Ray Morer. Megan Ann Moy. Chelsea Nicole North. Ivy Amber O'Neill. Jessica Almetris Rayner. Jackson T. Roberts. Alejandra Rodriguez. Danielle Bolay Schmidt. Courtney Nicole Smith. Jillian Rosa Smith. Elena Ann Tansky. James William Thomas. Elena Gail Veazey. Meredith Lee Vertrees. Kenny Park Yee. Justine Camille Turley. Elaine Tyson. Sarah H. Wall. Madison Lauren Adler. Monica Jean Albornay. Haley Elizabeth Anhut. Anastasia Brooke Applewhite. Nicole Elise Baez. JC Elizabeth Barnes. Sarah Elizabeth Bowman. Caroline G. Bullock. Brenna Nicole Bunch. Alexandra Monet Bird. Chantel May Cassidy. You still with us now? You still with us? Emily Connolly. Casey Marie Cook. Rebecca Mackenzie Corrigan. Cody Drum Davidson. Daniel P. Fay. Alyssa Lucille Fia. You're welcome. Rebecca Maria Ferris. Emily Gibbons. Sharif Abdel Aziz Guy. Mariah Therese Hamill. Harper Lassiter Holloman. Alexandria Logan Johnson. Taylor L. Josie. Lisa Kremer. Lewis McLean Lucas. Rebecca Alyssa Martin. Caitlin Elizabeth Pisano. Crystal Courtenay C. Pernsley. Madison Odell Rhodes. Leanne Robinson. Jana Elizabeth Sasser. Matthew Scott Tucker. Renee Catherine Urban. Camille Blazak Uzel. Christina Anne-Marie Weaver. Tyler Joseph Wegman. Ashley Nicole Wilcat. Roshonda Renee Brown. And there you have it, the spring 2016 graduates. Go Wolfpack!
Please be seated. Well, we shoot for an hour, and I can see we're right on mark, so. The number of students graduating in our ceremony today demonstrates increased recognition of the importance of communication in our homes, workplaces, communities, and in our international and national relations. The post-graduation plans of our students provide further evidence of the value of a communication degree. We share your pride in what our graduates have accomplished and are excited about their promising futures. I end with a final congratulations to all of our graduates. We hope that you will stay in touch with us back over there in Winston Hall. I will ask that everyone take advantage of this beautiful new Talley Center and take additional photos outside of the ballroom so we can exit safely and the Talley staff can prepare this space for the next graduation celebration, which is taking place, I think, very shortly. Our graduation ceremony has ended. Thanks to all of you. Have a wonderful celebration and a great summer.